WYTLABS, an e-commerce marketing agency. Today's guest is Matt. Matt, feel free to introduce yourself and let our viewers know about yourself and your background.
Hi, everyone. I'm Matt Cross. My wife and I own a bean-to-bar chocolate company called Harvest Chocolate in Tecumseh, Michigan. We've been doing this, started this about 3 years ago. We've both been in the food industry since college. We went to culinary school, both of us. I took a little detour into SaaS sales and marketing for about 5 or 6 years before I jumped back into the food world. So I'm kind of combining those two things together.
Awesome. What inspired you to create Harvest?
Mostly just that we started to learn about chocolate and that chocolate can be better than what we're eating. So we make chocolate from scratch. So we source cocoa beans from around the world. We roast and then grind them into chocolate right here in this shop. And just kind of like, it feels a lot like craft coffee or craft beer was like 20 years ago, where like we're all drinking Folgers and, instead we can have our coffee, or we're drinking Bud Light, and, instead we can have our local craft beer. So the inspiration was really just to create better quality chocolate.
Awesome. That's amazing. Who's your ideal target audience?
I always joke that it's kind of like everybody. I know that that's the terrible answer, but like everybody has somebody who's a chocolate lover. If it's not them, it's their spouse, brother, friend, some sort of family loved one. But really kind of just like people that like quality food really is kind of who we're going after. People who want to know where their food comes from, what ingredients are in there, and know really the source behind it.
Awesome. I know you touch on this briefly, but what makes you different or better than your competitors?
So we just source super high quality cocoa beans. There are many number of really great chocolate makers out there. We source 4 main varietals right now, and we've worked through probably dozens and dozens of different beans over the last few years to pick the ones that we like the best and know where they're coming from and the production qualities of it. The other thing that we do is that we combine high quality Michigan ingredients that are grown here with our chocolate. So right now we're in the strawberry season, so we are getting a couple of flats of strawberries every week to process and dehydrate so that we can do strawberry chocolate bars. Same thing with rhubarb, and then just as the fruit season comes through, we'll take all that. So that's something that I don't know of any other chocolate maker, particularly in Michigan, is doing to the extent that we are.
Awesome. And I know you're serving your local area. Where are you selling at online?
Online, we sell just from our website, harvestcraftchocolate.com, and we sell through Sendoso, which is like a corporate gifting platform. And then we sell through retailers largely around Michigan, mostly the greater Detroit area, Chicago, Toledo.
But someone could go on your site I'm in Florida right now. You could buy and you would ship to Florida? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. We ship even in the summer. It gives me lots of anxiety through this time of year, but we do ship. And so far, the results have been good. So I'm happy about that.
That's awesome. It's great. What's your best-selling chocolate or product?
Our snacking chocolate product, just in general, is like we have 4 different varieties, and it comes in 2 different sizes. One's a 2 ounce, like a mini one we call it, and then one's a 6 ounce. And those are single origin, 2 ingredients, cocoa beans and organic cane sugar, and same percentage, 68%. But then they taste different based on where the cocoa beans have come from. So that's our number 1 seller as far as like product. And then within that, our Ecuador snacking chocolate right now is the top one. But that kind of comes ebbs and flows with the year.
And most important question, what's your favorite?
My favorite? Also kind of ebbs and flows of the year. Right now, I like our Guatemala because it's kind of our lightest and has some notes of like strawberry and just kind of general overall fruitness, which is, I think, really good for summertime.
Awesome. What's the future plan for yourself and the brand?
Well, so we just took over the space that we're in right now in February. We closed down for a couple of months to remodel, and we opened up about the beginning of May, so just about a month. So for right now, we're just focusing on this in-store retail, and then see where it goes from there.
Great. So being an entrepreneur, I'm sure you've had some challenges. What are some challenges you faced in the last few years, and how were you able to overcome them?
I think it's just a ton of work. Is one thing. Just constant, like, we're taking tomorrow off, and I already have a list of 50 things in my head that I would be doing instead. But I think it's just this constantly driving the business forward is a big challenge that just kind of takes an internal drive that you have to just keep working through.
Great. What's been the most successful activity to promote the brand and marketing wise?
Events.
Okay.
We do chocolate tastings. And so when we started, we went to really anybody who would have us. We did all sorts of chocolate and pairings. So we've done whiskey, we've done beer, wine, olive oil, cider, and just chocolate. And those always do really well for us because people just like to sit down and eat chocolate for like an hour. And then they also just that we teach them about the process and how it makes it. And it just builds it while we're educating, it builds a really engaged customer. So yeah, we just keep pushing on events because they just keep working for us.
100%. We have a lot of listeners in the Midwest. When's the next event?
We've got right now, so it's June while we're doing this, and we've got a few on our website. I think we got like 6 scheduled right now through the end of June and into July.
Awesome, that's great. What advice can you give an entrepreneur that's looking to start a brand here in 2024?
Do it. I think that stop thinking about it and get started on doing it. And we started with brand first. We started with an agency to help us create the brand and get those brand assets to start. And it was a kind of tough pill to swallow as far as price up front, but I think it's paid off hugely. And it's just now we're really starting to see the benefits, a couple years down the road, which is just, the way that brand works.
Awesome. I really like the way brand looks and feels online, and then I don't see your store, but I like it.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks.
All right, Matt, is there anything I haven't asked you that you'd want our listeners to know about yourself that I haven't asked you?
I don't know. I don't think so.
All right. Well, I really appreciate you coming on. I love hearing your story and the brand, and wish you the best.
Absolutely. Thanks, Stephen.
Thanks, Matt.
Yep.